Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive Thru, Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and over at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who will be on the show with us here for today. All right, let's take a look. And with us today will be Brian Bittler joined us here for today's action. We also have Jay Briggs. We got Burst. Actually, this is how we're supposed to do it. I got a little thrown off. Here we go. Who's with us today? We got Brian Bittler. We got Mills with us. We got Aldinos. We got Brad, as well as Rod Zawacki, Jay Briggs, and Javon Burtson. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. We got Bittler, Briggs, Francis, Burtz, Ninos, Young, Zawacki. Got a big crew tonight, and I will close this one out. All right, it is National Championship Day in college football. We got some picks from that game as well as a lot more going on. And so we'll have plays here for you today from NBA. And we got college basketball and hockey in as well. So let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Brian Bittler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Print, where he does great work up there. He leads us off here, bookends the show Mondays and Fridays. I think we're ready to bring in Brian right now. Brian, what's happening?
Not much. Glad to be here on a Monday with this tremendous lineup of handicappers. I'll tell you, all-stars up and down the lineup. I've been struggling, but hopefully this is a new week. Start turning around, and I really love the championship game here tonight in college football. That's another story. That's
another story, right? Another story, no doubt about that one. All right, Brian, tonight we're going to the NBA tonight here. Sacramento is at home here facing the Orlando Magic here with the Kings laying 6, total 237.5.
I'll tell you what, the Sacramento Kings are one of my teams that I like to play, but I think I'm going to go with the Orlando Magic tonight in late NBA action in a play. Really just missed my premium plays list. Lots of love, I believe, from the small bettors here in the Kings, but tonight a team that loves to back. Tonight a team I love to back, but this line seems a little bit high tonight as far as laying points. The Kings are a streaky team right now, and they've lost 2 straight and have dropped 6 of 10 straight up. Kings have dropped 6 straight also against the spread at home. Magic have cashed 5 of the last 6 on the road, 9-1 ATS, last 10 games playing on just 1 day rest. I'm going to take the points here and the Orlando Magic. I think they have a chance to surprise people, get the outright win. I think it'll be a little bit safer to take the Magic plus the 5.5 plus 6.
All right, Brian says go ahead and take the Magic plus 6 here against the Kings, not the Pelicans. They're playing the Kings tonight. You know, Brian, looking at this Magic team, they just seem, when they're getting healthier, they just seem to really perform. Sometimes this is the team that led the league with the longest list of injuries, right? Now we're starting to see that injury list whittle down. Yeah, they still have Bull out, Isaac out, Okiki, but Fultz, Harris, and Wagner, Banchero, and Carter, they can then go out. And of course, Sacramento's issue is their defense.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, with Orlando, with their injury list, I think it's teams in Florida because Miami always seems to have a really long injury list. And defense, that's right, the Sacramento Kings do have some issues on defense. I just think this Orlando Magic team is going to get better as the season progresses. And they're not going to make the playoffs, but as far as covering spreads, they might be a team to watch down the stretch.
Yeah, no doubt about that. This is a team to keep an eye on as we hit the All-Star break. Maybe they can make a run here for the playoffs, and of course it's this rookie here, Banchero, who you know what he's going after, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's definitely some. Definitely, you got to take a look at these rosters here. Definitely chock full of young players that you got to keep your eye on for sure. And the Kings, man, to me, the Sacramento Kings are like the Baltimore Orioles in baseball. A team that I like to bet when they're under the radar, but then when they start winning, people start betting them a little bit more than I like, and then I jump off them. So. Hopefully I didn't jump off the Kings too early, though.
Yeah, we saw the Kings losing the Lakers. Lakers weren't just in a bad spot, and they couldn't get the job done against the Lakers. So
I was really surprised at that. Yeah, I was surprised at that.
Yeah, that was a surprise. And
that they couldn't beat the Lakers.
Yeah, I thought the line was big, 9 or something? That was big. And I thought it was too much again, and I think you're right. This might be too much here for the Kings against a scrappy Magic team who's been playing well. It's the defense. I think over their past 15 games, they sit like 8th in defensive efficiency, as they've been able to defend here. And of course, they got that big center down low in Carter, and of course, they've got Fultz back. And you kind of look here over their past 15 games, holding teams 112 points from 100 possessions, a net rating of plus 2.2. This is over their past 15 games where they have won 10 of 15 straight up. We got Brian here on the Magic +6 here against the Kings. This one to have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Print for tonight's action. As we've got good results in the NFL, right in time for the NFL playoffs coming up here. We have a big card in the NFL this year. It's like 6 games with the extended playoffs. But tonight we got the championship game from college football out this way. NBA, college hoops, hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to get back on track tonight. I got my college football Easy Street Bowl Championship pick. You can get that for $30 at pickdogs.com or in the NBA, where I actually did go 2-0 in the NBA yesterday. I got my titanium $15 winner, 87-61 stretch, 59% on that one, 45-31 NBA run. So make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com, get my $15 NBA pick or my Easy Street College Football Bowl pick for $30.
That's right. Get on board with Brian Beller over at Pick Dogs Prim. Titanium wagers up there, $15. Credit guarantee. Ready to roll here. 2-0 NBA on Sunday. Ready for a big NBA best bet here with this $15 titanium wager from the NBA. $15. That is credit guarantee. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in action here with college football. Monday Easy Street Bowl Championship game, $30. That's up there, the pound zone from the NBA. Now, probably your best value is get that long-term pass from Brian. That 7-day pass is a great one here on a Monday. Get all of Brian's premium plays for 7 days, all the action for tonight, including that college football championship game. The NFL is on Saturday, Sunday as well. The Monday game, well, if you get it in there early on Sunday, you'll get it. But you'll get the Saturday, Sunday NFL, all the big college basketball now. We're all conference focused. We just came off a really good card over the weekend. We're ready to go again here from college hoops. All this NHL, NBA, your 7-day pass. Really good value over at Pick Dodge Premium. You could use a promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to start winning again. I'm going streaking. I feel like going streaking. It's been a rough weekend, but I'm ready to go streaking. I'll catch you on Friday, hopefully, on a nice winning streak.
Nice winning streak. If you're going to go streaking, you got the right cap for it. You got it. All right, Brian Baylor here.
That's right.
On the drive through. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Let's welcome in Jay Briggs. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. His Cowboy, he knows where his Cowboys at. They're going to be playing on a Monday night. So let's bring in Jay right now. Favorite 3 on the road against the Bucs, Jay.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are, man. It's a good place to be. I know we laid an egg last week, but we're clearly the better team. I think we take care of them on Monday night.
All right, we got tonight going to the NBA here as the Grizzlies will host the Spurs with Memphis laying 12, total 237.5.
Yes, sir, Tony. This is an interesting game here because there's still some injury concerns as John Morant's still day-to-day and Steven Adams as well. But even if John Morant's not out, man, I still think the Grizzlies win this one and win one pretty comfortably. The Grizzlies are the best home cover team in covering in 72.2% of their games on their home floor, 13-5-1 against the spread on their home floor, Tony. And they got the one of the worst teams coming into their building tonight in the San Antonio Spurs, who have lost 4 of their last 5. I just don't like the spot for San Antonio tonight. Even without John Morant, I think the Grizzlies can run all over the Spurs team. Even going back to last season, the Grizzlies, even without John Morant, they had a crazy record, man. They played really great basketball with or without him in the lineup. And I think we could just see that tonight, Tony. I'll lay the points with Memphis in this one.
All right, we got Jay said go ahead and lay the 12 here with the Grizzlies against the San Antonio Spurs, a Spurs team that is has trouble on the defensive end of the court. And, of course, when you look at the Spurs, they're 2 of their top performers here, Vassell and Johnson, out of this game. That's a big loss there for San Antonio because they have usually if those 2 are on lineup, they have a shot at hitting these big spreads because they're just one of those teams that's all offense, no defense. Sometimes you can get in through the back door, a side door, doesn't matter. Well, you'll find a door to get in. Morant's still questionable. Adams, the big guy, still questionable. Desmond Green, well, he shows he's out. I think he showed he was out the other night. Oh, Danny Green is out. You got Desmond Bain in there, which is a key contributor. Adams and Morant are the questionable ones. But, someone who's kind of, not really too under the radars is Jaren Jackson, who's put up some really good defensive numbers. When he's on the court, he has just been rock solid with his defensive numbers this year.
Yeah, this is a deep Grizzlies team. They got a lot of young guys that can go, man. I like their chemistry. I like what they're doing. They're playing really great basketball right now, Tony. I don't even think I mentioned the win streak they're on. It's just for me, they're at home, and it's just a no fade for me right now. They've been dismantling just about everybody in their path. and I could easily see them doing the same to this San Antonio Spurs team.
Grizzlies lay the 12 against the Spurs. This one have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium. Some nice action. We got the college football championship game. TCU made it. TCU's there against Georgia. Big dog in this one. We got, 6 says the NBA is going to schedule some. We got these really minor mid-major teams in action as well. Something on the ice as well. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir, Tony. I got 4 plays total up there on the site. I got my college football national championship game play. I'm on the right side in that one. I think we're gonna cash on that one, and then we also got I got 3 NBA plays up there for you guys tonight as well, including my $15 NBA Jam Session play. You can get those all in the 3-pack, $40, or just the best bet, $15. We did hit yesterday on the Oklahoma City Thunder. We want to keep their momentum rolling on that Jam Session play, so you can scoop that up. And so yeah, 4 plays for me. Let's make some money tonight, and let's continue stacking some units.
That's right, guys. Stack units. Get on board here with the J Breaks over at Pick Dodge. Has that Jam Session play up there for you right now. $15. Credit guarantee. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in action, Jay is here with the National Championship play. $25. So get on board there. Also credit guarantee. Also NBA Money Making 3-pack. His NBA Jam is also part of that 3-pack as well. NBA, so lots of action there from Jay, doing great work over the last 7 days. So get on board with Jay Breaks over at Pick Dodge Premium. Use that promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, it's always great having you show. I expect you and Mitch will have a halftime for the magnitude of this game. You're probably going to be around at halftime. We can catch you on the halftime, right?
Yes, sir. We will be. You can catch us tonight at halftime for the national championship game. Should be a good one. So we'll see what happens. I know some people are calling for a blowout. Some people are calling for a close one. We'll see, man. And at halftime, I'm pretty sure we'll have an opinion on where to go from there. So you can catch us there. Catch my jam session tonight after you finish the drive-through, and catch it for tomorrow. And let's continue stacking some units. Thank y'all for watching.
That's right. So you want to catch them at halftime, catch his jams. Now, when you do the jam session, there's going to be some breaking news right now, which I'll let you know about. We got our guy in the chat room, Ramon writes this here. Steph Curry is questionable tomorrow, but ESPN is reporting that he's probable for Tuesday's game against Phoenix. So we could see Curry back in the lineup. That's
good news. Getting a star back in the NBA. We did just lose another one yesterday. Kevin Durant will be out 2 weeks, but so it's nice to get Stephen Curry back. Golden State, even when they were down, Golden State is still now the second best home cover team, 14-6-1 on their home floor. So that's something to watch for the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, something to keep an eye on there here with the Warriors. So catch Jay's jam sessions tonight. We got a good NBA card tomorrow, and of course to get those plays and catch them at halftime. Mitch and Jay locking horns. Halftime. TCU and Georgia. Let's hope it's within reach. So anyway, let's do it, Tony.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive-through. All right, we'll catch him here. All right, guys, we'll continue here on the show. If you miss any picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned. Let's continue on here on the drive-through. Brad Francis is next up. You'll find him over at Pick Dodge. Put up some really good numbers on the site. Bring him in now. Brad, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, Tony? How are we doing today?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. Championship game tonight. College football. Georgia here facing TCU out in L.A. We got Georgia laying 13.5. The total 62.5, but you'll be looking at this one a little differently.
Yeah, I'm looking at the TCU team total here, and I like the over 24.5 points for TCU. I know Georgia, they got a superior defense, but I thought this number was a little short. TCU, they exceeded this number of 24.5 in their last 4 games. They were able to put up 51 points against Michigan in the semifinal. And I mean, Michigan had one of the best scoring defenses in the country. Like I said, Georgia has that elite defense, but in the last 2 games, they allowed 41 points to Ohio State. They allowed 30 points against LSU. And TCU, this team does a great job at taking care of the ball. They don't turn over the ball much. So I think that's going to play a factor in this one. I can also see, with the spread being how high it is, Vegas thinks this could be a blowout. If Georgia does get up big early, TCU, they're going to have to play some aggressive offense to keep up. And, I can see them scoring some late points here. And, this TCU team, they've been scoring well all season. They rank 7th in scoring offense in the whole country. So, look, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I could see them hitting, even close to that 30 mark. So, take the over here. 24.5 is just too short for this one.
All right, we got Brad here on the team total. 24.5 is the play here from Brad here for TCU to go over that number there, 24.5. And yeah, you mentioned the previous games here, and that's something I was going to ask you about. I was like startled when I saw Georgia's past 3 games and how many yards they've been giving up. You think, oh, Georgia, this great defensive team, but they've given up a lot of yards over their past 3 as they hit the break here. Looks like, let's see, the offense have been putting up numbers, but the past 3 games, Georgia's defense has allowed 424 yards. They've been stopping the run pretty good, but they're giving up 355 passing yards, 8.7 yards per attempt. This is over their past 3 games. So, TCU is going to be all over the films here. So you got to wonder, can Georgia adjust and play better defensively? Or the fact is, this is how good they are as they were facing probably their best competition here towards the end of the season.
Exactly. Yeah. Seems like these teams are starting to catch on to Georgia's scheme here at the end of the season. And, TCU, they've been able to throw the ball well. And, those past couple of games, Georgia's allowed a lot through the air. So I expect Duggan and this TCU team to have some success throwing the ball for sure.
There you go. We got Brad here on take TCU team total over 24.5 points. This one to have a start time here of 7:45 over on ESPN. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium on this championships from college football. Showing great units here over the last 7 days, 785 units of profit. Also showing a great profit here for 2023. Off to a great start. Championship game from college football. We also have some college hoops and NBA, a few on the ice as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, start off the year strong, and I'm ready to keep it going. Got my favorite play for tonight's college football championship game. $15 on the side. It's my favorite play of the night. I've been looking at it all week, so super excited for that one. And I got my best college basketball play as well. I've been doing really well in college basketball, seeing it very well. So I think tonight's going to be a good night. Only 2 plays, but I'm feeling confident on both of them. So go check those out on the site.
That's right, guys. Got up here with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. 785 units of profit. This is over the past 7 days. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. National Championship best play up there. $15 premium play is Brad's best bet right now. Get on board with it. Credit guarantee must generate profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. Side credits, that is credit guarantee. Also a 5-star college basketball premium play as well. But maybe your best value right now is go ahead and get that 7-day all sports pass here from Brad. Get all of Brad Francis's premium plays for 7 days. Of course, you get the college football for tonight, all his college hoops, NBA, NHL for 7 days. Don't forget the NFL. That was also included is the NFL here for Saturday and Sunday's games. That is your 7-day all sports pass. Great value right now. So get on board. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotional. Even greater value there. All right, Brad, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again here on Friday. But before I let you go, I know you're out in the Colorado area right now, Denver. What's the story here with primetime Deion Sanders? A lot of talk, a lot of training, getting players from the portal. But overall, the recruiting seems to be like 50th in the nation. How is he making? Is he getting better there?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I'm an FSU fan. I mean, I know the people are super hyped on the Buffs this year. I'm probably the wrong guy to ask there, but it's Deion Sanders, so I think he'll pick it up at some point during this offseason. But it hasn't been too much of a strong start, so definitely be interested to see how that plays out.
So being out there in the Colorado area, you follow any of the teams out there? Is it more professional with the Broncos, or you're still just kind of wired on Florida teams?
Yeah, I'm from Florida originally, so Bucks, Magic, FSU, those are my teams there. I mean, with the Broncos, how bad it's actually kind of fun watching the Broncos lose. I'm not gonna lie, seeing all the people out here pissed. So I kind of fade Colorado teams, honestly.
There you go.
I'm kind of a heel.
A heel out there. There you go. Okay, it was interesting to see. Some people, they come to a new city, they kind of adopt the teams, but you say, nope, I'm not going to adopt these teams. None whatsoever.
I'm loyal. I
stick
to Florida teams.
Florida teams, indeed. All right, Brad, have a great week. We'll talk to you Friday.
All right, thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
You got it. Brad Francis here on the drive. So I always like to get that perspective in the cities from the cappers that we have out there. So it's always good to hear from them. All right, we'll continue on here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed any picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And, of course, someone who will bring in Javon Burst out in the Boston area. He'll let you know about his teams. He'll about those teams out there. No doubt about that, good win or bad. Although it seems like the Red Sox have been poaching some of the Dodger players of late. That's been getting a lot of notes out here in LA. People are kind of starting to take note here of all the ex-Dodgers that are on the Boston Red Sox. These are the guys LA didn't want. See what Jovan thinks about that. Hey, what's up, Jovan? What's happening?
Hey, what's going on? I didn't even catch anything about the Red Sox really because I'm not in tune with baseball right now. Only the Rafael Devers signing. So that's about it. My take on the the relationship between the Dodgers and the Red Sox is, yeah, you shouldn't have made that trade with the one of the best in the game, Mookie Betts. That was my favorite player for the Red Sox, in this era of baseball. So, kind of still pissed off about that.
Yeah, no doubt. I thought it was a bad move indeed. We go to the NBA. This is the game that's been getting a lot of steam in this one, mainly because I think some people are looking some of the Bucks' road performances of late. But then again, you've got the serious history between the two teams. So these trends will collide here as the Knicks host the Bucks. The Knicks play in one total 221.
Yeah, and I'm on the Bucks in this one. You know, the fact of the matter is the Bucks have owned the Knicks. They're playing at Madison Square. Giannis usually has big games against the Knicks. Puts up at least 30 points, 30 plus. A couple 40s in there. Big rebound games, and they just can't handle them. And if Giannis is in the game, which I'm presuming that he is, they should win this ball game. Against the Knicks team who has, they're on a 4-game winning streak. But let's peel this one back. Who have they played? Houston, Phoenix, San Antonio, and then the Raptors, their last game. Which I think I gave that one out on the drive-through on Friday, I believe. Um, so I gave out the Knicks. But yeah, so I'm fading the Knicks in this one. When you're playing in Madison Square Garden and you're one of the big names in the league, you usually have big performances. And that's what I think. I think Giannis is gonna do his thing. Chris Middleton still isn't playing, but they got Drew Holiday. They got other guys that fall into place. Playing in their roles. No one's trying to do too much. They just basically give the ball to Giannis. He does his thing, and every once in a while they'll put up a shot to other guys. So as long as everyone plays their part, I think the Bucks come into this one, walk out of Madison Square Garden with a victory.
All right, we got Javon here going to take the Bucks here, lay the one against the Knicks. Of course, the Bucks have had somewhat of a shooting slump here on the road this season, and of course the Knicks, they were trying to play this high up tempo score, and it was working, and then they were drawing a lot of L's. Then we started seeing some defense come out of it, and they've kind of gotten a little bit better. Whereas the Bucks here, they've had struggles on the road, and of course making points. But 104 points per 100 possessions over the past 9 road games, just winning 6, losing 6 of those 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Bucks on the road are a different team. I understand all that, but just what they do to the Knicks, covered the last 5 millions, and I don't know. I mean, I just for me with the Knicks, it's kind of easy for me. When they're playing below 500 teams, you can take them. When they're playing above 500 teams, you fade them. So that's how I look at the Knicks. They play better teams than them, and the Bucks are a better team, regardless of where they're playing at, the road, home, Mars, wherever. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
that's how I'm looking at this one.
All right, we got it, Javon here on Bucks plus the one against the Knicks. This one will have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern time. All right, Javon, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. As we know, the college football championship game is making a lot of headlines out there. But no, this day and age, people have multiple monitors in their house. You can schedule games against these things because you never know. What if it turns out to be a snooze fest, right? So there's a lot of games in action here. We don't need to be this only game on the world going on. There's a lot happening. NBA out there. We got some college hoops as well. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to get this money with my Money Bag Monday National Championship Game Dual Action 3-pack. Now I was only gonna put out just the side on the national championship game, put out a spread on that. But I got a couple more. I squeezed a couple more plays out. I also have the total, and I have a college basketball game that I looked at, kind of later in the morning. And liked what I saw in that one. So looking to go 3-0 tonight. Once again starting off the year on a high note, looking to keep it going. So check me out on my 3-day 7-day, 30-day, yearly, or matching with other handicappers for the 2-for-1 capital promotional. It's all here at SCP Betting and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
There we go, guys. Ken Porter here with Javon Burks over at Pick Dogs. Look at these numbers now. 1,843 units. We've got a 24-hour leaderboard, so these are fluid. They start to move up and down, but it's Javon. It's moving up. 1,843 units of profit here over the last 30 days. Javon has been on absolute fire. Get on board right now. Championship game. Dual action 3-pack up there on the board here for Javon. He's ready to roll with 2 plays here from the TCU game and 1 from college basketball to bury the books. Get on board with this 3-pack. That's his featured play up there. Of course, we know it's credit guarantee. You must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also, a lot of these plays are sold individually, but the way Javon's running, you may just consider that 1-month All Sports Pass. You get all of Javon's premium plays for a month. That includes all of his the college football game for tonight, all his NBA. Of course, all his college basketball, and of course the NFL, right? The NFL playoffs will get you through the NFC and AFC championship round. When you get this 1-month All Sports Pass, you can use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. You see a lot of volume from Javon here, college basketball, NBA. That's the way you roll. Get that 1-month pass. Javon has been on absolute fire. All right, Javon, as always, great having your show. Keep up the great work. And we'll talk with you tomorrow. I'll make a note here to let you know there has been some news here that broke in the championship game. Looks like their running back over TCU is out. Of course, there was questions about him. We're starting to see some 14s pop up on the board right now, and the total kind of sitting around 62 still.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. So for me, late breaking news with certain play, with most players, isn't going to deter me from what I'm going to do or what I've already done. I'm not trying to hedge bets or do anything like that. So, it's going to move lines, on the, especially these big games, because, you have, bettors who, they're looking for a better line, or that, the public, likes to, bet these games late or as late as possible, just to have something on the game and, cheer on whoever. But yeah, for me, it really doesn't make a difference. It's basically next man up, for TCU
and running backs
against them.
Yeah, and the thing about that too is that you're not gonna you didn't expect to run on Georgia's getting their problems against the pass, right? That was. So
you're gonna if you're gonna do anything against Georgia, it has to be through the air, because you get no traction on the ground with this.
That probably helps. That probably helps their cause even more. Don't even waste downs running the ball. Don't waste downs. More throws. That's what you want.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Javon Burks here on the drive-thru. All right, Javon, as always, a great having your show. Keep up your great work. We'll talk with you again on Friday. Oh, catch your parlay, right? Parlay video of the day every day on the site.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put up a parlay tonight for tomorrow's games. I didn't put one up for tonight's action. I hit the NFL one. On Sunday, and I hit the previous one. That I put out. So yeah, I'm looking to put out a third straight parlay winner.
All right, Javon, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk next week, or actually talk on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a great night. We'll see you on Friday.
Javon Burks here on the drive-thru. Give me a second, just to get my. Excuse me, 1 second. Oh man, I need some water. I don't know what I did. Oh, sorry about that. Whew. Been under the weather here with a cough, and I don't know what happened. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. I'm okay. It just I had just really my throat was clogged here for a second. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's go ahead and bring in Al Ninos to find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Ready to roll here with Al Ninos. Al, what's happening?
Going pretty good, Tony. How are you?
I'm doing all right there. I don't know. I thought I was choking for a second.
Yeah, I hope you're okay there.
Yeah, I need a blank screen. I forgot. I didn't have a. I didn't. As some of the people are saying I'm smoking that green. No, I'm not doing any of that. I drank some cough medicine. I've been drinking and taking some lozenges, and I just had some weird. I think so. I don't know if something went in my throat or some strong. Maybe that medicine was really strong, but anyway, it just got to my throat. All right, here we go tonight with Al Ninos. Let's take a look at Al Ninos' pick play up here for tonight. We got the Nuggets here against the Lakers here with the Nuggets laying 13 total, 237.
Yeah, you're just speaking about running backs moving lines when missing games. Here's another line mover. When LeBron James sits, they'll move a line too. This line's really getting up there now. Now, when I had sent this pick in, he was probable, and obviously he's out now. So it's a big line move there. We are getting more points now with them, but well, everyone's busy praying for DeMar, and I don't want to take too much attention off those prayers. I think we could use some prayers here for the Lakers without Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So please send them some of those as well. And we're still backing the Lakers here, getting more than double digits, almost 2 touchdowns now with the Lakers. Yeah, it's gonna be tough without LeBron, but still wouldn't want to go laying 13 points here anytime soon. So I'm taking the points with the Lakers, and yeah, trying to do too.
All right, we got Dow News here on the Lakers plus the 13 here against the Nuggets. And of course this is always the issue here with the Lakers is who's playing, who's not. They got an aging roster, and right now I think we've got. Let's just kind of go over if we have any updates here on the injury reports we'll look at right now. What happened?
Go ahead. I said let's not, but let's go.
That's not right. I'm gonna take away your thunder on this Laker team, but it goes without saying how hot the Nuggets have been at home. But here we go. Here are the updates now for the Lakers. Out for tonight: Brown, Davis, James is out, Reeves, and Walker. So Walker, and Brown have been contributing factors. Westbrook is questionable. We got Bryant here who's going to play. So we're looking at Schroeder, Beverly. Beverly plays 20 minutes, right? He's a part-time player making full-time money and has his own podcast, right? So that's Beverly.
He may have to play more than 20 tonight.
Oh, no. That's not going to happen. He's Patrick Beverly. No. Then you're going to look at a hamstring injury and he'll be out for a month. There's no way you can play him more than don't give him an excuse to miss games. And you got Christie, Toscano, Anderson, and Bryant. That is your starting. And I realize that sometimes teams play down, right? You're looking at, this is who we're playing against. Maybe they can go. They shift down a gear. Gillespie, Green, and Watson out. And listen, I'm just bringing out the facts. I'm not saying not knocking your pick. It has moved a lot. But again, I've seen situations where teams lit up in this situation when they see all these superstars out.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I liked honestly. Normally, this is honestly, it moved a lot more than I thought it would. And so, I mean, we are getting 13 points here, and probably might be better than that by tip-off. But probably like this one better with LeBron James getting the 8.5 or whatever he was whenever he was probable. But still, again, I am not in a rush to lay 13 points. I know the Nuggets are good at home, tough spot to travel to. But I think these guys got to step up here. I mean, they're going to get more minutes. They're going to obviously don't have to worry about LeBron James and taking all his shots and doing everything he does. So, they get a few more minutes to show what they can do and hopefully keep this one with a single digits. Single digits. Alina's hoping for single digits. You never know. I've seen teams kind of play it down. It would not surprise me any bit if that's the case, but this is a huge line move. There's no way you can put. I don't think some people, a lot of guys in the chat room thinks go ahead and lay it, but I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't think it's a good number at all to lay. Lakers plus 13 here against the Nuggets. This one to have a start time here of 9 Eastern time. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, we got the championship game here from college football. We also have lots of NBA, some ice and NHL on the board as well. And, of course, college basketball. Great results here over the last 7 days. 1,014 units of profit, off to a great start in 2023. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium? I got a 3-pack with my best bet from the college football national championship, the NBA, and the NHL. A couple extra plays. I got a play on the side end total in that championship game, and I got an extra play in the NHL as well if you're on the long-term passes. So never a bad time to pick one of those up or the 2-for-1 tap specials.
That's right, guys. Get on board with El Nino's over at Pick Dogs. 1,014 is a profit last 7 days. Get on board here. It's featured play right now. A 3-pack here. College football, NBA, and NHL. Hey, back to the alphabets, right? We got all these games in action here. So get on board with El Nino's because we're running out of alphabets. We won't have until baseball comes back. Yeah. Or the weekends.
First ones of the year. I'll tell you, it's been a good year without them. So they might have to go away for a while if tonight doesn't go well. But no, I like the players I got.
That's right there. You got Al Dino's there with the college football, NBA, NHL best bets in a 3-pack. Get on board with that. That is credit guarantee. You must turn a profit or the amount you purchase credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also, all these plays are sold individually as well on the board. The longer term pass, the way I was ready, you may consider the 1 month pass. Get all of Al Dino's premium plays for a month. You get all your NBA, you get your college basketball, NFL up into the NFC and NFC championship game. And Al Dino's handicaps NHL. So NHL also part of that 1 month all sports pass. So get on board. Use a promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that. 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Al Dino's, as always, great to have you on the show. Have yourself a great night, or start the good night. I don't know if you're going to hit the poker room tonight, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the game here. Not too much going on. Actually, I already have some NHL set up for tomorrow for everyone on the long-term passes. So I got those plays out there already, and we'll be looking at the NBA and everything else tonight.
All right, very good. Al Dino's here on the drive-thru. We'll talk with you again tomorrow, so check him out over on the site. Let's continue on here on the show, guys. You miss any picks? I'm fine. I'm good. I just had some sort of reaction to some cough lozenges I've been taking. I eat these Ludens. I don't know what happened. I took one, and all of a sudden, something happened. Who knows? All right, let's continue on the drive-thru. Up next, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody, right? We got through Brian, we got Jay, we got Brad, we got Javon, we got Al. So now we're going to close it out here with Mills, Rodder, than me. So let's bring in Mills. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Been great to us here on the show. He's going to have a player prop for you, or two. I think he's got a couple for you here from this game tonight. So let's go ahead and get Mills. Looking forward to the UFC coming up this weekend. He'll have a show and have some picks as well. Mills, wrong. Let's bring in Mills right now. Mills, what's happening?
How you doing, Tony? We good?
I'm good. I got my throat back. I'm good. All right, here we go tonight. We're looking at this game tonight, Georgia and TCU. A little bit of, the line was moving a little bit. We saw some 14s. It's been bought back to 13.5 with this running back question mark, but there is a capable backup. And again, I don't know if you're going to run much here against Georgia. Why do you want to run against Georgia? So anyway, Georgia here laying 13.5, total 62.5. You'll be looking at this one a little differently.
Yeah, man. Minus 500 for Georgia. You ain't going to parlay them like that. 13.5. Man, seems like too many points, Seems like TCU got a chance, right? Forget about that. Got a little secret for you guys out there. You guys want to get a girl? Just give her flowers. But we ain't here for none of that. If you want to hit this player prop, take Brock Bowers. Sophomore tight end, 56 receptions on the season, 790 yards, 6 TDs on the year. Hit this prop 3 out of his last 5 games. This is one of the things that I love. The team that he's playing right now, guess what? TCU, you know what they're doing? They're giving up 6 receptions to 7 receptions to all their receivers that they played in the last 7 games. Some of them even had multiple receivers going for those. So I'm going to be taking them over 4.5 receptions. That's my player prop to get you on top. And, hey, we rolling to the bank with that one.
All right, you got the first play here from Mills. He promised us the second one, so he's going to give us a second one from this game. You'll be looking at a quarterback.
Yeah, man. It don't matter what you're doing. Just know we're going to be thugging with Hacksaw, Tim Tebow Duggan. Over 34.5 rushing yards is where you can get him at. I got him at a little bit higher, but that's the thing that I'm going to be taking on there. That Georgia defense, once they clamp down, he's a running back that knows when the lights is on him and the game's on the line, he's going to run for it. Seen that live in person when he played Kansas State. Even though my Kansas State Wildcats still got the win in that, he was over there running for his life. It's just one of those things that he's going to be able to do. So I'm definitely going to be taking Duggan over his rushing yards, and those are my 2 player props to get you on top.
All right, there you go with Mills here. Take Bowers over 4.5 receptions, tight end, and then Duggan over 34.5 reception yards here. That is from Mills. Of course, people are going to say it's hard to run here against Georgia, but you're confident here that Georgia's issues they had covering the pass might open up some lanes for Duggan to run, right?
Not just that. It just comes down to this. All right, so look, Tony, what do you do when you're scared and somebody's chasing you? You run, and usually run forward. You don't run backwards and stuff. So it's just a natural reaction, when it's 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 7. And you need that first down because it's critical because you're down 7 points and you can't go down another 7. What's he going to do? He's going to tuck it and run. So that's really what I'm just kind of relying on. The one thing I don't like in college football is that when you get sacked, they actually give you those negative yards.
Yes.
So that's the one thing I am aware of a little bit, but I just think it's going to be one of those things to where he's going to be running more times on third downs to get that drive extended.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe fourth down, because you're gonna have, you're gonna be in those spots where you might need, if the way you look at it, you may need that as well to get within reach of Georgia. If you think it's going to go Georgia's way, the way the line looks, almost 2 touchdowns here. And again, the top running back out here for TCU, although they have a capable backup coming. How do you think that plays into it?
Yeah, the guy that came in last week, not last week, but last game, man, he had over like 120 yards on there. So crazy story, at work today, guy comes in, purple shirt, TCU hat. I'm like, wow, I've never seen that, right? So I'm over here talking to him. I'm like, hey, man, tell me a little bit more about your players and stuff, So we start talking about a few of his players on there, and he was talking about his running backs. He said it's like one of those things like the Eagles. They have like 3 of them that they rotate so they all could get action, But this was the thing. At the end of it, because I was asking him from a betting perspective, like, hey, man, do you really think y'all got a chance of covering the plus 13? He looked at me crazy and was like, y'all must think them boys in Texas don't know how to play football. So ever since then, I'm kind of like, hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and take that plus 13, alternate line that up to about plus 16 and a half. And, you know what I mean? I'm going to play the TCU purple on that one. It was one of those like, hey, I think it's a sign or something. So who knows?
It's one of those moments indeed, no doubt about that. Hey, what do you make here? I guess there's been some news here in the about the UFC here with the main event.
All right, so yeah. Oh, man, main event, main opponent switch. Kevin Gastelum pulled out another fight, okay? He pulled out his last 2 fights because of some injury, but they already got a main event. They already got a new opponent for him. Sean Strickland stepping in to take on Nasruddin Imavov. So Sean Strickland is replacing Kevin Gastelum. Sean Strickland just fought about a month and a half ago against Jared Cannonier in a main event card that a lot of people thought that he won. So, yeah, yeah, I like Imavov either way it go. I like them versus Gastelum. I still like them versus Strickland. So, yeah, they did switch out that opponent real quick. It just happened in the last 3 hours. But UFC still going on strong. 13 fights on the card. I got an underdog play on there already. I got a money line play that I'm already looking at, too. That's at a pick 'em price, to get you right. So, yeah, I'm going to be coming out, banging them all out. First card of the year, you know how it goes, Tony.
Oh, yeah, he's ready to roll here. Mills here, ready to roll here with the UFC coming back this week. We got Bowers over 4.5 receptions, Duggan over 34.5 rushing yards for tonight's big game tonight. Georgia and TCU. This one here to start here. It's hard for me to say TCU in the championship game. I just haven't got used. It's just not coming out smooth for me. It's just not coming out. I'm not used to it. Just not used to it. TCU, Georgia, and college football championship.
It should be like Bama, Clemson, like these things.
It's just not coming out smooth for me, man. It just can't get it. So anyway, this one starts 7:45 Eastern time over on ESPN. All right, Joanne, let's take a look over. Oh, so here we go, Mills. Let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Print for tonight's action here, as I'm all over the place right now over at Pick Dogs. So we got Mills doing great work here. 1979 units of profit. MMA. We're getting ready to kick off MMA again here for this weekend on Saturday. But tonight we got the college football game. NFL playoffs are coming the end of the week. We got NBA. What do you have going on? And college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Man, I got 2 plays up there to get you paid. One in the NBA, one in this beautiful bowl game. Loving these little bowl games in these playoff series. Should I say playoffs, not bowl game? You know what I mean? So I got my playoff to get you paid off play. Then besides that, I got my NBA all nets play up there. You can get one for 15, get the other one for 25, but just kind of keep the streak going. Pretty hot right now, in the college little bowl game series. So, get the last play to get you paid because, hey, it's been one of those things over here for college football.
That's right. Money, money, money. Get on board here with Mills Young over at Pick Dogs Prim. Great results here in MMA, but look at the last 30 days in overall sports. 701 units of profit from Mills. Not a whole lot of MMA there with those plays, so he's doing great in all the major sports. In action tonight, NBA all net play, $25. Credit guarantee. Must turn a profit, and the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That is the credit guarantee. Also, the college playoff paid off. Hot with his college football. 5 of his past 6 hit. Let's get one in tonight. $15 premium play as well. Of course, we've talked about the UFC coming in to get that 7-day all sports pass from Mills. Here we are on a Monday. Get that 7-day pass. All of Mills' premium plays. We've got tonight's college football, all the NBA for 7 days, college hoops, UFC action here coming up on Saturday, NFL playoffs Saturday and Sunday here. When you get on board with Mills' Young 7-day all sports pass, use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also use the 2-for-1 capper promotion and a second capper, even greater value there. All right, Mills, as always, great having your show. Keep up that great work here, and we'll talk with you again here on Friday. Give us an update. What's happening here with the UFC show? Are you going to be shooting? There was talk of you just doing like a full rundown on a video, or is it live? What do we got planned?
We got both those things in the works right now. I just talked to Brad a little bit earlier today, so we're gonna work out a set schedule to give you guys the UFC show. The thing with that is when we try to do it on the fly in those Saturday mornings for you guys, it was kind of like the best for you guys, to get it last minute. But for us, it was real hectic to where it didn't really work out all the time. We had a lot of stuff going. So we're going to try to get it on a set date. It's probably going to be on an afternoon time, so that's the thing with that. Then, yeah, just like Mitch got the little 7 picks in 5 minutes, or 5 picks in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing the same thing, but with MMA. I'm going to be going over the fights, going over the unders and, the distance if they finish within and stuff like that. So real quick, sporadic.
Very good, very good. Give us some time up there on the shelf as well. Great ideas. All right, Mills, we'll be looking forward to your video series and the show, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys, man. It's raining out here in Cali.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know what that means. It's going to rain money.
It's going to rain money, and it's they got a roof up there. I wish it was a Coliseum. There would be hitting the rain. We need umbrellas, but not for this one. They got the nice little roof on top. No air conditioning over there, but they don't need it.
Oh, man, it's so hot. They don't put the air on. It's so weird in SoFi, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird in SoFi, no doubt. All right, Mills, have a great night. Mills here on the drive-thru, guys. If you miss any of our picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's been one of those shows. I'm almost coughing myself but we got through it. Let's go ahead and bring him in right now. See, that's some days you miss Ruffalo. Some day I could have just put him right on the screen, but I did not have. But it's all right. It's all right. No worries. That was just a weird reaction to a cough drop. So let's go ahead and let's bring in Rod Zawacki. I don't know if I wonder if have you ever had a weird reaction to a cough drop, Rod?
Those Ricola ones.
Oh yeah,
they can get pretty bad. They send such a tickle in your throat.
Yeah.
Some of those natural herbs that you haven't had, and all of a sudden it's like, oh. Right?
Yeah, that's what happened.
I definitely feel for you there.
Yep, no doubt. All right, here we go tonight. We're going to the ice up my way. These LA Kings, ice again. I don't know how they're doing it. Well, they're doing it because I think the competition's been weak out west. But anyway, the Kings here hosting the Oilers, -110 both sides, total 6.5.
Yeah, we look at this one out in to town after they blew the lead versus the Avs on the weekend. Stewart's in this one. He's definitely looking to bounce back. He had a nice 2-0 lead heading in 3-2. Good year. 288 goals against average with a .915 save percentage. Tonight we got Phoenix Copley gets the start in goal for the Kings tonight. 252 goals against average and a .904 save. Go with the under here in this one. We've seen the earlier meeting this season ended up 3-1. The Oilers games 4-2 to the under in their last 6. Kings 4-2-1. Their under. Kings are 5 meetings between these two. 4-1 to the under. You can go even deeper than that. 5-2 the last 7 meetings between the Kings and the Oilers to the under. In this one, take the under 6.5.
All right, yeah, say take the unders here, 6.5. And if you told me about a month ago you're going under with Kings and Oilers, I said, Rod, what's happening? You all right? What's happened with this Kings team that we're starting to see him play some deep? I didn't think it was possible.
Well, what's possible is they got Phoenix Copley in goal. 2 since he started, and he has been taking the bulk of the load. This is his 8th start. 252 goals against, 904. Kings have started to trend down to the more than since he's stepped up his play. That's the big reason. Phoenix Copley's in goal for the Kings.
That's right, because they had that they sent out their backup to Quick, or one of the. That's why I remember that there was some drama there when they sent the goalie out. He was really upset. I remember Peterson, was it?
They sent him down, and everybody was like, "Oh, who's this Copley guy?" And hey, look what he's done. He's coming. Great move by a young guy at start, and look what he's done. He's definitely stepped up. Definitely stepped up in this spot. So.
Yeah,
actually leading the Kings again tonight too.
Oh, against Oilers! Oh my goodness! Oh no, they're not on Manchester anymore. They're on Figueroa. In case you're wondering, on Staples Center there. There won't be a lot of traffic because everyone's going other side of town for that championship game. So this one starts 3 hours after. So there we go. We got Ron here on Oilers Kings under 6.5. This one to have a start time of 10:30 Eastern time. Boy, that's 6 hours after that. Maybe they get some traffic from the people leaving the football game. So it's I know it's 7:30 local, 4:30 start. Yeah, they'll still be at the stadium. So don't worry about traffic getting in there to Staples tonight. Even getting out because they got this spread out pretty good. 10:30 Eastern time for you for this one. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. LA is a place tonight. We got the college football championship game, and the Kings within about 20 miles apart of each other. With all this LA freeway traffic, should be some fun tonight out there on the roads. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, got the hockey up there. We got NBA cards, some college basketball games, as well as the college football championship game. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
$15 Bookie Buster going. It's my top play in the NHL. You can scoop that up. Or I got my $25 college football game of the year. You can scoop this college football action. Or it's Monday, so it's Monday triple, which includes plus my top play in the NBA. My Bookie Buster play is included in the Monday package. Scoop that up, or now it's time to grab something long term. Grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day pass, or use that 2-for-1 capper deal and pair me up with any one of the other hot handicappers you've seen on today's show, or anyone that's on top of the leaderboard. Check it out. Use that promo code PICK. Save 15% off all your purchases of $25 or more over at Pick Dogs Premium. Scoop it up.
That's right.
Some money.
Make some money there with Rod Zabacki over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got the plays up there. That Bookie Buster, your $15 premium play, that's up there. That's his best bet tonight coming from the NHL, so get on board with that. Also, Money Monday triple 3-pack up there. Of course, that is credit guarantee. You must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credit back in your account. Site credits, that is credit guarantee. The long-term passes will serve you well. You want to get Rod's 7-day sports pass in 1 week. Get all of Rod's premium plays for 7 days. All his NHL, college football championship game. NBA is also a part of that. NHL, college hoops, NFL. Remember, we have NFL here on Saturday, Sunday, and you know he'll have that one in Sunday for the Monday game. We got the Cowboys, Buccaneers next Monday. That will be there, so we got you covered for all 3 days of NFL when you get that 7-day all sports pass. A great value right now, so get on board. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow, and I know you all also with the Puck Dog Show. We can catch you there every day, 10 a.m. with Chris making the videos, and the morning show with Mitch and Chris.
Yeah, definitely should be back on the morning. My internet should be back. I apologize for my internet being so awful. Should be all squared away by Wednesday, so that's good. But me and Chris definitely shot the videos this morning for tomorrow's action. Check them out. We got a nice Puck Dogs parlay we love. We haven't had one. We found one tomorrow, so it should be released shortly. So like, subscribe. That way you get notified when those videos are released, and you can grab that action. Get out. Me and Chris and the Puck Dogs. Check it out. Premium plays and stuff over there as well. The Puck Dogs have been on fire at the start of the year, so definitely check those out.
Check them out indeed. All right, Rod, have a great night. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Good night, Tony. See you tomorrow.
Rod Zabacki here on The Drive. Let's continue on here on the show. It's time for my pick. We're going to get the play up there tonight. We're going to go IUPUI plus 16 against the Robert Morris in this one. And, it's just, I think, again, you always hear that word, it's too many points. I think it is. I mean, I'll tell you what I think here about this game here. Looking at this Robert Morris IUPUI, I know they have some pretty crooked numbers here. But the Jaguars have covered 3 of their past 5 in conference. And looking here at Robert Morris, This is the team here, the Colonials, that are 7-9 overall, 2-3 in Horizon League play. In conference, they're shooting 34 from 3, 53 inside. But looking here at Robert Morris, they're weak on the offensive glass. They commit turnovers. I don't like these teams that commit turnovers. It's very, again, you're giving teams a fast break the other side and transition points. At home in the Horizon League, the Colonials have a loss by 9 to Cleveland State and a win by 5 to Purdue Fort Wayne. Of course, the Jaguars have covered 3 of their past 5 in conference. So we'll take the points here with IUPUI plus 16 here against Robert Morris. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs. I have 4 plays up there. I got my best bet. It comes from the TCU and Georgia game. Also a 3-pack from the NBA, so get on board with that. Come off 3-0 day yesterday, so get on board. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match me up with another capper here on the show. Or on Pick Dogs, I should say. It's great value there with my 3, 7, or 30 hour sports pass 2-for-1 cap promotion. Your best value there over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's continue on here on the show. And it's time now to recap. I think Al Ninos is here to help us out with the recap. No, he's not. Al Ninos bailed on us. Al Ninos bailed us on the recap. Come on, now you know it's Monday. All right, we had Brian start us off. Brian liked the Magic plus 6 against the Pelicans. We had Jay with the Grizzlies laying the 12 here against the Spurs. Brad was on TCU team total over 24.5 points. Jovan was on the Bucks plus 1 against the Knicks. Al Ninos Lakers plus 13 against the Nuggets. Mills had 2 plays for us. He liked Bowers over 4.5 receptions. He liked Duggan over 34.5 rushing yards. Rod was on Oilers Kings under 6.5. I'll be on IUPUI plus 16 here against Robert Morris. The one I like the most out of this one, Magic plus 6. I got the Pelicans. It's against the Kings. Let me get that fixed here. That is Magic against the Kings. I don't know. Pelicans was in my mind for some reason. So it is the Magic plus the 6 against the Kings. That's the one I like the most there. That is from Brian Biddler. All right, that's going to do it here on the drive-thru, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow here, and we'll be live with you here at 6 p.m. Eastern time, giving out live free picks for the games in prime time on Tuesday. We'll have NBA, college hoops, NHL, so make sure you guys tuned in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate that, because a lot of videos we upload, so make sure you subscribe. And don't forget, it always gets started every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. In the morning show, we've got Mitch, we got Rod, and we have Chris. Also, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, Bang Tool show, Jovan's parlay video, Jay's jam session, every game on the board, NBA with a pick, Ron Romanelli with his bank shot, college basketball show, college basketball plays for you from Ron Romanelli there with his video series. Also, we got the Puck Dogs with Chris and with Rod, NHL picks there for you, as well as a lot more shows here. Of course, coming up here is a video series from Mills, as he'll be delivering an MMA a video series show, so check that out as well. Guys, check it out. And, of course, there'll be the live show with Brad and Mills as well, so he'll be doing quite work. And don't forget our man Goran with his European football pick show every day. Soccer plays up there, so check them out. Lots happen over at Pick Dogs. Make sure you like, subscribe. We got some shout-outs there in the chat room. Our man James Thrower, shout out to you as well. Andy Edelson in there. David Mercado, Macedo, Johnny K, Zach White in there. A lot of good conversations going on. Brad Moore, Johnny K in there. We go over and look at some more guys. Ramon in the chat room, Mad Bull, we had Batman up there. So lots going on over in the chat. So appreciate everyone's contributions as always here on the show, and we greatly appreciate everyone there in the chat. All right, that's going to do it for our show. Let's go ahead and bring our crew for tonight. We'll go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys made a great winning night. We'll talk with you again here